17's Mingyu to go on hiatus. But is aespa's Karina trying to cause a fan war? G-Dragon addresses his current investigation, with a lot of idols being dragged into some rumors as well. We have so much to talk about on today's episode of Totally Legit K-Pop News with me, Angelina. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. And you can even support me on Patreon and follow me on all of my social media. So first up we have 17's Mingyu, who is going on hiatus. So here's what Pledis had to say about this. Hello, this is Pledis Entertainment. We would like to inform you about 17 member Mingyu's health and how it will impact his schedule for the foreseeable future. On Thursday, October 26, Mingyu experienced a sudden crippling lower back pain that warranted medical treatment. Upon being examined, he was advised by the medical staff to take time off and have his recovery process monitored. While the artist is determined to participate in the promotional activities for the latest album, the company is prioritizing his health above all else and will exercise flexibility in his schedule throughout the promotion period. We regret to inform you that the reasons stated above, Mingyu will not be able to participate in the activities scheduled for this week, including music shows and the fan sign event. We extend our sincerest apologies and ask for your kind understanding on this matter. We will do our best to aid Mingyu in his recovery so that he may return in full health to his fans as soon as possible and spare no effort to ensure his health and safety going forward. Of course, ending off by saying that they will provide us with an update in the future. With this, we also had a statement from Pledis from about a week ago about aespa. Of course, he had a torn ACL. So quite similarly, aespa to sit out most of 17's upcoming comeback promotions for health recovery, which we were pretty much expecting anyways. So with that, of course, wishing the best for both members. So we had some major news in K-pop recently regarding BIGBANG's G-Dragon. Now, he was reportedly booked by the police on certain charges. Now we can use our imaginations on schmurg charges. And he's actually not even the only celebrity in the limelight right now to not only be booked by the police, but also be accused of this. Because a lot of idols are also getting dragged into this. It's quite reminiscent of a couple years ago. Do we remember when there was a lot of school violence accusations going around? Some of them true, but some of them absolutely baseless. But we'll get into that later. So for G-Dragon in particular, he was in the headline for these charges. On October 25th, NewsOne reported that G-Dragon had been booked without detention by the Incheon Metropolitan Police Agency on the charge of violating the Act on the Control of etc. With the police commenting, because it's a case that's currently under investigation, we cannot reveal concrete details. So that's the extent of what we know about the situation, because even YG commented on it saying, you know, G-Dragon is currently not an artist under our agency, so it is difficult for us to make an official response, with of course G-Dragon having left the company a couple months back. So again, this is the extent of what we know about the situation. However, YG is not the only one to comment on this apparently. On October 26th, luxury brand Chanel carefully expressed their position stating, "We are aware of the issue concerning G-Dragon's case. However, we have no position to give at this time." Which I think is interesting, to go out of your way to say that you have nothing to say about something, but it's okay. We also have a lot of clips of G-Dragon resurfacing, people comparing, you know, G-Dragon's previous way of speaking and his previous way of acting or even walking around, his demeanor, and comparing that to more recent times where they think he's acting erratic, where they think he's slurring his speech. I don't follow him in any meaningful capacity to be able to notice any of the differences. I remember him back in 2009, you know, and there's plenty of arguments to be made that someone can be tired, that someone can just, you know, your speech pattern can change throughout the years, absolutely. So I have nothing to say about that. As for BMW, it seems that they removed his promotional videos from their YouTube channel. BMW Korea took decisive action by making their promotional videos featuring G-Dragon as a model private on their YouTube channels. Chanel has not removed G-Dragon's promotional videos from their official channel, as he has been a brand ambassador for a long time. In an important update, however, G-Dragon has personally addressed the whole situation. So BIGBANG's G-Dragon denies use and promises to actively cooperate with investigations. So this is his full statement. This is Kwon, of course, his real name. First, there is no truth to the claim that I have taken what he was alleged to have taken. Additionally, I have no relation to the news reports about the violation of the Act on the Control of etc. that was recently revealed in the media. However, because I know many people are concerned, I will actively cooperate with police investigations and will participate even more diligently. So this is his official statement. He denies it, but of course he's going to cooperate with the investigation. Now, this news seemingly has created a snowball effect, right? And this isn't the first time that we've seen this in K-pop in particular. Because as I mentioned before, a couple of years back, there was a lot of school violence accusations going around, some of them literally ruining careers, some of them being completely baseless. So as soon as I saw the news of G-Dragon, and then I started seeing all these other idols in the news, I honestly had this feeling that it wouldn't be surprising if we continue to see some names pop up and companies, vehemently denying them, right? Starting off with Big Hit. There were rumors going around about BTS, and here's what Big Hit had to say. BTS is completely unconnected to the relevant rumor, and the rumor is not true in the slightest. We will take strong action against the indiscriminate circulation of rumors. Then we had Kim Chaewon of SSERAFIM and G-idol Soyeon also having rumors surrounding them, with Source Music saying, the rumors about Kim Chaewon are not true at all. Kim Chaewon is recovering from the after effects of the flu and is scheduled to resume her activities on November 1st. And then Cube also saying, the drug rumors are groundless. We will take strong action against the spread of false rumors. Now, the rumors have gotten so big that the Incheon police has even stepped up and clarified that none of these idols are under investigation. Incheon police deny rumors that several female celebrities are currently facing internal investigations. A representative told the media, the rumor that a top idol turned actress is currently facing an internal investigation is not true. Finally, the police advised people to refrain from any speculation surrounding the investigations, which could tarnish the images of certain individuals. So with all that said, let me know in the comments below what you think of this. If you think any idols will suffer any repercussions similar to 3 years ago, and we will move on. aespa and Grimes recently did a sit-down type interview conversation with Rolling Stone, and it seems some people are taking issue with what Karina said in particular. So Grimes basically asked them, what is it like working with all four of you in terms of negotiating things? With Karina responding, even though all four of us have different personalities, I think we come together well and we just get along well as people. And because we understand each other well, even without saying anything, we also work well together. However, it seems some people are taking issue with the next part. Honestly, if you look at other K-pop groups, people fight a lot, and there are a lot of teams that don't work well together. But even from the beginning, we didn't have those issues, and if a conflict arises, we try to resolve it immediately. So I think we're able to work well without any issues. So, in and of itself, is it really that spicy? Absolutely. This is K-pop, baby. What do you expect? This is the thing about K-pop, because if I told this story to a local, they'd just be like, okay, but if you tell it to a K-pop stan, it's like, how dare she shade another group? She didn't even have to name the group, but she's thinking of somebody. Who? Grimes is Canadian? Here's what some K-netizens had to say with this post titled, I wish that Karina would think a bit more before speaking. She could have just said that their team got along, so why uselessly mentioning other teams and putting them down? Karina also got criticized back then for saying how she had a lot of free time and simultaneously implying that other idols had a lot of free time too. So I wish she'd be more careful with what she says. She doesn't even know about other people's business, so why implying that they're fighting? Who are these groups that don't get along? She's talking like she knows everything. If fans of other idols heard that, they'll find it a bit uncomfortable. She's solid at showing off and pretending to know everything. Why would she say this in such a big foreign press? Even groups like BTS will get into fights before performances but would make up after. Fighting doesn't always mean it's bad. It just means that you don't agree on something and have come to an agreement. She's taking a wide snipe at others' teams. Jimina, let's be careful next time. So some people are taking issue with this because she seems to be putting other K-pop teams down, though some fans are curious about who specifically she's talking to, basically saying she must have seen some things. What? Is she being for real? It's not like she committed a crime. You guys are criticizing her over an interview. Karina must have seen some things. You're criticizing her for nothing. It must be suffocating to be an idol. That's my first thought as well. What has she seen behind the scenes? Because I haven't seen any groups fight. You see some of them argue and stuff. I presume that's quite normal, but surely she's seen some behind the scenes stuff to want to say that. So what do you think of this situation? Obviously fighting is quite normal. You wouldn't expect to get along with your coworkers all the time. But do you think she said this in a malicious way? Let me know. What do you make of this statement? Do you guys remember a while back when we announced that BLACKPINK's Jisoo and actor Hyun were dating officially? Well, it has since been announced that they have broken up. So it seems that an industry representative reported Jisoo and Hyun's relationship naturally became distant due to their busy schedules and they recently broke up. And YG even responding, it is true that Jisoo and Hyun broke up. But here's what some K-netizens had to say. Did Hyun do something wrong? What's up with these comments? The two dated because they liked each other. Why are you congratulating them when you don't know who broke up with who? I thought they looked good together. How disappointing. Good job, Jisoo. Wow, congratulations. What did Hyun do to deserve this type of reaction? Isn't this a case of two good-looking people meeting and breaking up? You guys are making it seem like Jisoo was forced to be in a relationship. They dated because they liked each other and broke up because they no longer do. I hope both of them are happy. The comments are funny, lol. I thought they looked good together. I'm not even sure which one of them is a better catch. So on my end, I actually uploaded a short about this, so let's see what some international stans had to say. Sometimes you think you're deeply in love, but it's just the excitement of meeting someone new. It's normal and part of life. That breakup came way too quick. I totally agree that Dispatch released this relationship to distract from other issues that were going on in Korea at the time. I'm a little surprised that it ended so quick, but most relationships don't last very long. I guess they weren't meant to be. This is literally the reason why making your relationship public is pointless for idols and actors. You don't even know if it will work out or if you're married to your work. They broke up faster than BLACKPINK's comeback. Oh well, it happens, it's part of life. Hopefully they will find their own long life partners. Am I the only one who feels the relationship was a publicity stunt by YG to stir up controversy and create hype about BLACKPINK's contract renewal? But Jisoo probably didn't renew her contract so she doesn't have to continue with the relationship anymore? What busy schedule they're talking about? The tour just ended, it must be something else. I don't even think they were dating. The Jisoo shippers must be excited right now. I've definitely read a lot of comments saying it was all a PR stunt in the end. But of course, let me know what you think. So I have a bit more of a disturbing story right now because a woman was arrested for following V into the elevators of his apartment building. So here's the story essentially. On October 26th, apparently this woman followed him into his elevator of his apartment building and was trying to talk to him, even handed him a marriage certificate. It seems that she waited for him outside of the building, then followed him inside when he drove his car into the building's parking lot. Now, how did the police end up finding her? Her information was written on the marriage certificate that she gave him. Now, it goes without saying that this is absolutely inappropriate, unacceptable behavior, with Big Hit saying, "We are responding with a no tolerance policy to stalking crimes that disturb our artists' personal life and threaten their safety." With that, let's move on to Kpop Shenanigans, which are basically fun little things that have happened in K-pop recently. We have Kwon and V, who released their music video for Like Heaven featuring Blanco. Soojin released a dance video as well as a concept trailer. Riize and SSERAFIM both released music videos today for Talk Saxy and Perfect Night respectively, both of which I'm about to react to for my channel members. On that note of Riize's Talk Saxy, I've never seen this man before in my life. Who is that? That's not Wonbin. I, out of all people, know Wonbin's face. Who is this? Who is this man? I don't know who that is. I've never seen him before. Right? Who is that? But on that note again, on another note, on a second note, I saw this TikTok I wanted to share.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Okay, first of all, the who are you? Literally me, who is that man? But look at this similarity. Isn't that like the cutest thing you've ever seen in your entire life? Like, I don't know if SM specifically was like, hey, we're gonna actually do a similarity, or if they just, you know, they have a bunch of sets lying around and it happens to be similar. But Riize is like the simple looks and the lights in the background compared to Shiny with the simple looks and the lights in the background. Genius, I love it. And Stan from Ateez released a performance video for Imagine Dragons Warrior. Quickly, what's the color of his shirt? Let's move on to the comment response section so I can get some things off my chest. So I received the following comment. Angelina, I love your videos, but please try finding comments made by Koreans on other websites as well. You're reading only the worst of the worst and it's not okay. Every single video, you're painting a really bad picture of Koreans for no reason. So I've definitely thought a lot about this like previously, right? And that's why in my videos I tried to say, or I feel like I always do say, here's what some K-netizens have to say. Here's what some people think of the situation. And I'll try to also say, like, you know, obviously this isn't what everyone thinks. This is just what some people think. But at the end of the day, like when the story is this person is getting backlash for this specific reason, of course, the comments are going to be about the backlash for that specific reason. Like that's the story, right? Do you know what I mean? Like I do feel conflicted about this because I don't want people in my comments to just constantly trash on K-netizens. I would absolutely love for us to use our critical thinking skills a little bit better to understand that it's like not all K-netizens. Like, do you know what I mean? Because sometimes there's a story and it's like specifically like international stands backlash, and you read comments from international stands and you know, they sound really silly. And it's like, is it all international stands? No. I tried to think about it as well from the other side. Like if I'm reading comments from international stands where the story is about the backlash from international stands, and international stands are mad at something that's ridiculous too. Like it happens, it's like a fan thing. Like we talk about what fans think about things all the time. And what fans think are sometimes silly things. Is it reflective of an entire country's way of thinking? Absolutely not. Is it reflective of an entire population's way of thinking? Absolutely not. But I would love to know what my viewers think about this, because I do try to say like, here's what some K-netizens have to think. Here's what some people have to think. Of course, it is not reflective of what everybody thinks, because that's way too much of a generalization. Do you know what I mean? But I do struggle with this idea. Let me know your thoughts about this. I don't know, and I do try to just like not only read stuff on Panchoa, but then you also have all K-pop and Korea who are taking their stuff from Panchoa too. If I don't read it off Panchoa, I'm gonna read it off all K-pop who took it from Panchoa to begin with, right? I don't know. Of course, let me know what you think. As for the K-pop song of the day, I've actually really been enjoying Paranoia. Who is this from? There's so many names on here, but I know Baekhyun is in this. So this is for League of Legends. I don't know, these League of Legends songs are just kind of killing it, actually. It just feels like a really like sick anthem song. Like I don't play League of Legends. I don't really know the lore. Like I don't get it, but I could picture it being like a really cool song for that, whatever that is. I don't know, like I can't even picture like a character in my head, but like I can feel it. You know what I mean? It's a good song, like SM vibes right off the bat. Baekhyun's voice in this, beautiful, love it. And I've been just really enjoying this song, honestly. So I recommend it. So unfortunately, I don't have enough TikToks to share with you today, so I'll save it for another day. So that is basically it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. As for me, I'm gonna get going. Bye. News. It's a bunch of news. By the way, I cut my hair and I air dried it. It's not too bad for being air dried, right? Baby, you and me are a twisted fantasy.
Has 4 members.
Sister has 4 members. Sister 19 has 2.